As a couple, whether you're married, engaged, or simply in a long-term relationship, it's important to talk openly and honestly with your partner about the financial goals that matter to each of you so that you can come up with a plan together on how you'll reach them. According to a recent survey by AICPA, 73% of married or cohabitating Americans say that financial decisions are a source of tension in their relationship, with 47% admitting that the tension has negatively affected intimacy with their partner. Creating a financial plan as a couple enables you and your partner to align on what you want to accomplish and empowers you to make progress as a team. And bonus, when you're working towards shared goals, it can help you both get and stay on the same page with your budget as well. Whether you decide to keep accounts separate or combine them, you can still work towards shared financial goals. In this video, we'll walk through the key steps involved in building a financial plan that will empower you to work toward your goals and continually improve your overall financial health. Hey everyone, this is Andy Hill from Monarch, the modern way to manage your money. If you like what you hear today, please hit subscribe so you're ready when our next video comes out. Thanks so much. Before diving into the steps for creating a financial plan, it's first important to understand that a financial plan is not the same thing as a budget. Your budget and financial plan should inform each other, but they are different things with distinct purposes. Generally speaking, a budget is a tool to help you understand and prioritize how you and your partner are currently spending money. It's a short-term tool to make sure that you have the money necessary to cover your expenses and save toward your goals. With this in mind, most people budget on a weekly or monthly basis. A financial plan, on the other hand, is meant to act as a roadmap for your life. It considers your starting point, where you are today, and your ideal destination, the financial goals that you want to achieve. And then it lays out a realistic plan to get you from point A to point B. This plan will likely involve managing your money and saving with a budget, but it also considers things like how you might grow your money through investments and how you might protect your finances with insurance. Ultimately, financial planning gives you and your partner a vision from where you're headed so that you can have clarity on what actions to take today to make progress. Let's go through the steps in financial planning. Now that we've clarified the difference between a budget and a plan, let's break down how to set up a financial plan with your partner. Number one, understand where you are now. The first step in creating your financial plan is to sit down with your partner and understand your current financial situation. By knowing where you're starting from, you can gain a better sense of what you need to do to reach your goals in the future. For example, maybe you and your partner have a shared goal of saving up for a down payment on a home, but you've had trouble finding room in your budget for saving, and you're not sure why that is. By taking the time to sit down and go over your accounts, you might realize that the interest rates on your loans are much higher than you originally thought, and those high rates are making it difficult to get ahead and do any savings towards that goal. Instead of using extra money in your budget to save for the down payment, you might decide to prioritize paying off your high interest loans first, saving money and interest payments, and then ultimately freeing up a lot more money in your budget to be used for building your down payment. Number two, set and prioritize your financial goals. Now that you have a clear sense of where you are today, you and your partner are ready to discuss your financial goals for the future. While long-term goals such as retirement are important and tend to get a lot of attention, it's also crucial that you consider your short-term and medium-term goals as well. Not sure what your goals are just yet? That's okay. Start by defining your core values as a couple. Some questions that can help guide this conversation include the following. What matters to you most in life? It's a big question. Think about the things that are most important to you in your life right now. Some examples might include family, your friendships, your health, meaningful work, or the ability to make a positive impact. How do you want to live your life? That's another good question. Think about how you want to interact with the world and the characteristics you want to embody as a person and as a couple. Some examples might include curiosity, generosity, integrity, loyalty, or creativity. By defining your core values, you can then think about the means necessary for the kind of life that you want to live. In other words, your core values might influence the financial goals that you actually set. For example, if one of your core values is a sense of adventure, then you and your partner might decide to take a year off from work to travel the world while you're young, even if it means that your other goals might be put on pause to make it happen. Your core values can help you prioritize the goals that matter to you most. Some common financial goals for couples to consider discussing together include building an emergency fund, paying off debt, buying a home, growing your family, potential career changes, hobbies, activities, and passions, and then retirement, of course. Number 3, create a budget that incorporates these goals. Once you've prioritized your list of goals, you can create a monthly budget that will allow you to work toward these goals. Start by tallying up your partner's take-home pay. Then create a list of all your regular and recurring expenses as well. Be sure to include expenses that you might not pay on a monthly basis, such as car insurance premiums, property taxes, and much more. They are typically paid every 6 months, so just divide the expense by 6 and add it to your monthly budget to account for it. Next, subtract your expenses from your income to determine how much money you have left over to put towards your various goals. Use your prioritized list to determine how you want to divide this money across your goals. You need some help prioritizing? Well, here are some quick recommendations to get you started. Work toward 1 month emergency fund to provide a baseline level of security. Then purchase adequate health, homeowners, or renters life or auto insurance. Contribute enough to your employer-sponsored retirement plan to earn your employer match up to 6% of your income. Work toward a full emergency fund while also paying down any high-interest debt. We recommend a 50-50 split here. Once your high-interest debt is paid off, increase your retirement contributions to 10% of your income and continue to increase contributions by at least 1% annually until you get to that 15%. Start thinking about other goals like saving for your child's college expenses or a down payment to purchase a home. While you're at it, now is also an excellent time to make a plan for any windfalls you and your partner may receive along the way, whether they're expected or unexpected. This might include work bonuses, tax refund, vesting RSUs, inheritances, prize winnings, and much more. If you put them to use properly, these windfalls can make a big difference as you work toward your financial goals. But it's also important to remember to enjoy them as well. You might, for example, agree that you'll spend and enjoy 10% of any windfall you and your partner receive while putting the other 90% of the windfall toward whatever goal is your highest priority at that time. How often should you check in on yourself to gauge your progress and adjust your budget as you accomplish these goals? Well, the sweet spot is usually somewhere between every 3 and 6 months. Now for the last step. Number 4, consider a plan B. Just like you should have a contingency plan for how you'll deal with an unexpected flat tire or a serious accident before you embark on a road trip, it's also important to plan for serious issues like a prolonged illness, disability, inability to work, or the death of you or your partner. That can derail your financial plan and jeopardize your family's ability to live the life that you want for them. What does preparing for these possibilities look like? Well, in most cases, it will involve a combination of disability and life insurance. The first to protect your ability to earn income if you're unable to work, and the second to provide your partner and family if you're suddenly no longer around. According to the Social Security Administration, approximately 1 in 4 of today's 20-year-olds will experience a disability at some point in their lives that will leave them unable to work for at least a year. Yet, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, only 34% of workers have access to long-term disability insurance through their employers. The number is slightly better at 42% for short-term disability coverage. With this in mind, if your employer offers long-term disability insurance, we recommend that you take advantage of it and sign up during open enrollment. And if needed, consider purchasing additional coverage that will help you replace a greater percentage of your income if you find yourself unable to work, and which you can take with you if you change employers. Likewise, you and your partner should consider purchasing private life insurance beyond whatever may be offered by your employers. While many couples will find that they need more, as a starting point, we recommend that you purchase at least enough coverage to allot for $25,000 of your final expenses, to pay off any debt that won't be forgiven upon your death, to fully stock your emergency fund if you have not finished building one, and to replace at least 1 full year of your gross income. Finally, it's important to recognize that there are non-monetary steps that you can take to prepare as well. Putting in place a will, power of attorney, and healthcare directive that all work to make your wishes known can significantly reduce the stress your partner must handle in an already trying time. In the end, whether you and your partner are engaged, married, or simply in a long-term relationship, taking the time to create a financial plan can help you start working toward the goals that matter to you both. Are you looking for a tool to help you identify goals, track your spending, and budget your money? Well, Monarch Money makes it easy to build a budget, track your expenses, and organize all of your accounts in one place while providing you an accurate picture of your financial health as you progress toward those goals. Join thousands of families already using Monarch to achieve financial freedom and, of course, create a financial plan that works for their unique needs. For a free trial of Monarch, go to monarchmoney.com or click the link in our video description. Well, enough from our side, everybody. We want to hear from you. Was this guide to financial planning for couples helpful? What are the unique goals in your relationship? Please let us know in the comments below. This is Andy from Monarch, and we'll see you in the next video.